Yeah, yeah, look. This the kind of beat that hit back, pick up the phone with a kickback. We outside. Know it's been a minute since we did that. Got gang with me with a pick back. We outside. Running these streets, no riff-raff, smoking on gas from my zip back. Block is hot, like who did that? Pops is hot, and that's big facts. I'ma act good. We outside. With it, Spanish rice and bean pies with it, kicking like a dojo with the key, cause a nigga energy real different. Pull up on me, fuck a distance, been a long week, let's get it. Uber on the way, we gon' have to cut the pre-game to 3 minutes.
Half the fucking bottle, like.
So she better be prepared, I'm charged up in the hell of it, yeah. I done work hard, as a dog came back, leveled up, now I'm on and I feel top tier. Too many ways, I'm ahead of the pace.
Hello, everybody. We back. It's
Yo.
Yay.
What's up?
Hello, guys. It's been a minute. But Girls Gone Wine is back in business.
Yes, we're in here.
All right, guys,
Yes,
and let's
we
do a
are.
quick intro for those who are tuning in. It's your girl Ellie.
It's your girl T.
It's your girl C.
And V.
Just so y'all know, that lit ass song that we used as an intro will be our intro from now on. That is the lovely We Outside from Kaden. That shit, let me tell you, that song is about to be the summer anthem. So stay tuned.
Mhm.
Oh, look at Teddy. Teddy's like, it's lit. They back. Number one fan.
Wait, wrong one.
Whoa, you see?
We got to get used to the
We gotta get
soundboard
back
again
into
because
it.
it's been a minute. It's been a minute. But guys, please share. Let's get some people in here. Let's talk our shit. It's been a minute. Let us know how you doing.
It's been a long time, but I'm back with the jump off. Based in the club and the jump off.
All right.
No?
All right.
No?
All
How you
right.
doing? That's not the vibes we
All
on.
right.
Right.
All right. Oh, hold on. I'm just sharing. I'm trying to get everybody in here. But I hope everybody's been good. I feel like everybody's been going through shit. But we here, we back, and we ready to get shit started. We
Let's
miss
get
you
it
guys, man.
Yes,
We
Let's
miss
get it
y'all
started.
on some real
Mhm.
shit.
for real.
This is therapeutic for us.
I was about to say
but-
it's a therapy session, man.
yeah, but it's good. It's good for us to connect with people. We love it. It's fun times. Fun times.
I guess we wanted to say thank you too for the people who just have been reaching out, asking us if everything was good. You know, we just took a little break. We needed some time just to get back
Yes.
into it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Am I doing it too?
we needed some time, but there's some.
You
there's
know
some-
what, Vicky?
We got a
You're
lot.
in Florida.
We got a lot
My
of
bad.
things to touch on. A lot of shit has been
I'm
happening.
still hungry.
And I'm hungry. I didn't eat at all today, so I'm probably
No,
gonna
that
get
was a
litty.
shot.
I'm gonna get litty like really quickly. So today should be fun.
Okay, I was like, what the hell?
But guys, what you guys want to get started on? What are we talking about first?
I feel like
Hmm.
because of everything that's been going on, the first topic we should touch on, all being parents,
Okay.
is the last mass.
Shooting.
Yeah, I didn't want to say the word, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's touchy.
It is
Yeah.
touchy.
It is a
It's
touchy
it's
topic, but I
heartbreaking.
Now,
think-
the real reason why I wanted to bring it up is because Vicky, your daughter is in junior high. My stepdaughter
High
is
school.
in high school. Oh yes, your daughter's in high school. My daughter's in high school. But you guys have kids.
Yeah, I have a junior high schooler, and Johnny's in elementary school in Hayden
Elementary.
Elementary School.
Elementary. So, like, what were you
I'm
guys?
always
Huh?
like I'm always scared because in New York I felt more safer for my child to be in
Yo,
school.
not for nothing. Not for nothing. Because I felt the same when I was in
Mhm.
Virginia. Like, at any point in time, one of these little kids can just walk in their parents' room and think that's it.
Yeah. And in
So
Florida, they had that real bad school shooting, and they had that club
Uh-huh.
shooting. So I'm always like in the back of my head, like always afraid. But what can I do?
Actually, shout outs, moment of silence, real quick for Pulse. Like that was crazy because I went to Florida that year. I had
Yeah.
a trip that year, and I literally made it a point to drive by and stop and like give my condolences and stuff for that. Like that was crazy.
Teddy said it's the Wild Wild West in Texas. Yeah, a lot of shit is going on. You know what I think it is, and then it's like, everybody wants to blame everything, right? They want to blame parents. They want to blame gun control. They want to blame all these things. These things happen regardless of if guns are legal or not.
Exactly.
I just think it's important for people to take accountability for their kids and to literally, like, if there's something wrong, most of these kids or like teenagers or adults that are doing these freaking crimes, there's always that one or two, three people that were like, yeah, he was a little off, and it's like
They
nobody
were on the
says
FBI
anything.
list.
Yes,
Or-
it's like, come on, like what, like why are, and it sucks because guns are so easily accessible, even if they aren't legal, because it's like that in New York too. Having a gun isn't technically legal unless you're a freaking cop, but we still have shootings. Now New York is a little bit better set up because we have school safety. We have NYPD in the schools, in most schools.
Exactly.
So it's a little bit harder, even though it still happens. They're a little bit more trained to deal with it. And it's sad that schools have to deal with it. It's sad that you could bring your kid to school and not know if you're going to see them at the end of the day. That's crazy that we
That
live in a
is
world
insane.
like that.
You know what I find crazy is that as kids, the biggest thing we had was a fire drill.
Mhm.
That was the
That's
biggest
what I'm
danger drill we had.
saying.
My nephew is 10 years old. About literally right about, actually no, I'm sorry. He just graduated 5th grade and knows how to evade an active shooter. Why?
Yeah, it's sad.
Mhm.
My 5th grade nephew knows how to evade an active shooter in a mass
And even
situation
like one of the
more than I
one
do.
of the little girls like put herself in blood to act dead. Like that's sad.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
And it's the blood of her best friend.
Exactly.
I think it is a sad topic. It's a hard topic to talk about, but we need to speak about it. And when I was younger, and I think Victoria, if you remember, when Columbine happened, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And then there's Sandy Hook. This isn't the first. It's just
I was going to high school when Columbine happened.
yeah, and it's sad because even before, like, honestly, my kid's dad and I, we looked into like book bags, that were bulletproof. And they're expensive. They are really,
Yeah.
really expensive. And even then, even just to think like back then, like, okay, wait, we have to maybe take this precaution because we never know.
Mhm.
Now, what's really scary for me is a couple of weeks before that shooting happened, John's school went on lockdown. And I missed the entrance to the back like 5 minutes. When in the front, everything was locked down because there was shooting around the school.
Mhm.
And they locked everything down.
They
So
did a
now
shelter in.
they did a shelter
Yeah.
in, which is good, fine. But then there was a whole bunch of kids and parents left out in the front. Then there was some kids, which annoyed the crap out of me because it's like, I get it. Parents just drop off their kids, but it's like, you're there. You don't know what's going on. And how about if there was no other parents there and there's a shooting and
guide
there's an
them.
active
Yeah.
shooting and you just leave your kids there in the front?
Yeah.
And the people in school, they can't come out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it's shelter in.
It's shelter
Everything-
in. It's
yeah.
all locked. So like I had to explain some things to some parents. So parents ended up leaving them, going home. I had to take Johnny to work with me. It was a mess. But to even just think like, oh shit. Like, yeah, we're from New York. We're used to hearing gunshots. We're used to, seeing certain things in certain areas. But the reality is that these innocent lives were lost because a young man, because he was still young, he was only 18, he wasn't even an adult,
And that's the other thing that bothers me.
was dealing with some type of mental issue.
These mass shootings, like no, like not, I'm
The
gonna
fact that
say
he could shoot his grandmother. Come on,
no,
guys.
I know, but it's not even that, right? Like the thing that really bothers me is nobody should go through this at all. It shouldn't happen at a college. It shouldn't happen at a high school. But elementary kids, these kids are still freaking innocent. Not that I'm saying like that it matters, right? Because it shouldn't happen at a high school. But high school, there's a lot bullying affects a little bit more. Kids are going through more hormonal issues. They're going through, shit at home. These are little kids, little babies,
little babies that.
And then it's like, how are these
that,
adults that don't even work in the school or anything getting in?
Yeah, and
it's crazy.
And that's the thing. Like, especially at that age, elementary school, they see the good in everything.
Yes,
they so like
innocent.
some kids aren't as innocent. And I've seen it personally. It also depends on how they grow up, right? I feel personally like I'm gonna try to keep my kids as much as long as possible. Bella is at that age, and you guys have heard me with her, where she is like a seesaw. It's like back and forth with all the changes.
But she starts
and
acting
all
a little grown, but then she does a little
um,
something that's childish. So it's like, okay, you're not as grown as you think you are.
Yeah, it's just I don't even know what to say. Like it's hard, but I try to talk to her. She just hit me with she's feeling attacked. You know what I mean? If we don't understand her, or if she's trying to help her brother. I know Johnny can be a bit much. He's 8 years old, and but it's just hard when you don't know your children and you're not able to talk to them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I feel like that's where people lack is how to speak to kids in general from the day that they're born to when they're 18 or 21.
Yeah. It's like the denial. Like, if something's wrong, something's wrong.
Yeah.
Like, get the help. Like, if your kid is like trying to kill your pet, hello, do something about it. Now, it's just a joke. It's just like, oh no, there's nothing wrong here. Oh, they're being violent towards their siblings. They're being, they're not showing remorse for things that they're doing, beating up kids. This is all signs. And like, parents just
of a
don't.
Psychopath.
Yeah. And they're just like, oh, it's fine. And then it's like, oh, like check, like, okay, I understand that you want to build that trust with your child, but you're also their parent. So at the end of the day, you do need to check their things.
Yeah.
You do need to see what's going on.
That's privacy, because a lot of times they say they want to. They want to give these teens privacy. There's no privacy in my house. As long as you're under my roof, there's no privacy. So I'm checking your phones, because it's not just not to see if their mental state is there. It's making sure that they're not as teenage girls, talking to these grown people, accepting people they don't know. So all these things, you don't get no privacy.
I know, because I know you're dealing with you have two high school students in your house, 2 female high school students at that. So I can imagine. Yeah, no, I get it, and that's a good thing, because you want them you want your kids to be comfortable, and they're not always going to be comfortable to talk about certain things.
And I tell them talk. So if they're like, no, it's all right, forget it. I'll be like, no. You're going to tell me, and you're going to tell me now, because it's the only way we're going to communicate. I'm not going to know how you feel unless you tell me. And then they tell me.
Or if something's wrong, you want to open up. And it's, I know it's hard, because especially transitioning into, because you're learning too as a parent. We don't get a guidebook on how to do this, right?
Yeah.
And it's like we go with how we grew up, and then how we didn't want to be treated. But then as a parent, we love our children. We don't want nothing to happen. So when we talk to them, it's like hard to turn that off a little bit. But sometimes you have to like simmer it down, because you want your child to be open with you.
Exactly.
When you want them to be open to you, like what I do, like when I force them to like talk to me, sometimes they talk to me, it's just the mental part that they like a little ashamed of, right? But when they do open up, I don't judge them. I don't be like, well, that's insane. I listen, and I give a little advice, and this is what we're going to do moving forward. A lot of parents don't do that.
Yeah.
They be like, well, I heard parents say, well, you're dumb. That's stupid. Like, how you think your child's going to act? They're going to shut down. They're going to be like, I can't come to my mom no more. She's going to, not understand what I'm saying.
Yeah. So, and that's what's so hard, especially like, again,
Teddy said kids be 6 wanting to be like Tyreek on
yes,
on Power.
Yes.
Parents be ignoring red flags.
Yeah, no, it's facts. And then I think John wrote that it was so deep that he couldn't. What is it? He didn't want to go to work,
especially in his field. It's so deep that I didn't want to go to work, especially in my field.
Yeah, it was deep. Like I don't know about y'all, but like I had like 2 days to like really think there and sit like about what was going on. And I think I told you guys, remember, like I got emotional. Like I got emotional about it because then like I see my chunky monkey and I see my Bella, you know, and I think about my Leanna and then the boys, you know, the team. And it was,
God forbid,
it was it was really, really emotional, especially to know, like T said, you know, she covered or Ellie or Vicky. I forgot who
that was actually you.
About the blood? No, I think it was Vicky. I think it was Ellie. Yeah, no.
Oh, yeah,
Ellie mentioned about, you know, covering
you were the one who said it was her best friend.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, and that they were calling 911 and nobody, and that was another thing. That's what like kind of pissed me.
Their response.
They
weren't ready.
Yeah.
They weren't prepared.
And then the fact is,
how many stories have you heard of parents that made it into the school, got their kid out, and the cops were sitting in the front still trying to figure out how they were going to get this little boy out of school?
Trying to arrest them.
They were arresting
and fighting parents, handcuffing them.
Yeah,
because the parents were more active than the actual cops. That's fucking crazy.
Because they were trying to run in.
Yeah,
made absolutely no sense. But let's get final thoughts on this.
Yeah, I just feel like, you know, you got to know your children, and your children need to know how much you love them. And I, you know, like again, I'm going through the preteen stage where she's going to question certain things, or if I get upset, or if her brother is annoying, or if he's not annoying. And I just want her and him to know how much I love them, you know, and that I would die for them, and I would get arrested for them, like those parents, if a situation like that occurred.
Yeah.
Like
he said, because people openly speak about owning firearms and hunting, and not to be racist, but you do know certain people speaking about it, and I just don't trust my coworkers. No, it's facts. It's facts.
That's straight facts.
But like, I just think we need to stop just talking about it, because it is a problem that's reoccurring. Like, I feel like Columbine happened, and then it was like a long time, right? And then like college shootings started happening, and then it happened again in high schools. Now it's happening in elementary. It's becoming a problem.
Sandy Hook happened years ago. Yeah,
Sandy Hook
that was the first elementary. That was the little
like the
ones.
youngest ones.
But I'm saying this is something that's reoccurring more frequently.
Yeah.
And I think that instead of just talking about it on the news and running it and depressing everybody about it, we need to come up with some type of form or shape, a plan
of action.
Let's avoid this from happening.
They're not going to listen. I mean,
no, because you know why?
It was 3 mass shootings in one weekend.
Yes,
exactly.
Yeah, the Buffalo,
the church,
the
and then the Buffalo
with
all you know,
3.
The church.
Yeah,
and they got attacked. You know, it's like we do get attacked.
Hey, let the security guards have weapons.
And then that's the other thing too. That's the other thing too that pisses me off, and I don't really like getting into politics too. But it's like they look at the shooter, and it's automatic. If it's anybody with any type of color or background, it's terrorism. But what if it's somebody that fits the American boy type? It's like, oh no, they were mentally ill.
They're mentally
ill. That's a terrorist attack.
No, it's domestic terrorism.
I think someone's
coming from that
asking
side.
for the number. The numbers on
where?
The numbers on the bottom of the screen.
On the bottom of the screen.
Scrolling by 718-477-0139.
Who's asking for the number? What do you see that? I have glasses on, I still don't see that. Oh.
You know what's crazy? I saw a clip about what Trump was saying, and he said, how can a 17, 18, 19, what's the age? Sorry.
I think
up to the age of 20. You need to be like the age of 21 to buy a handgun, but under that, you can go ahead and buy a rifle that's actually being used for these shootings.
You know what?
That makes sense.
You know what else? You know what else bothers me too? And here's to say, because you're somebody that was in the military, right? So like, I want your perspective on this. Why the fuck are these rifles being sold? You don't need a rifle. You don't need that to hunt.
You really don't need a rifle.
What is the purpose of that? You want a handgun? I get it, but what is the point of having a gun like that? Why is that easy?
And those bullets are.
That's what I'm saying. That's bad.
And they're powerful.
I'm sorry,
I love my
but the most sold thing in a Walmart down south is a rifle.
But that's what I'm saying. Like but there's certain guns, like an assault rifle. You don't need that. There's no reason why you need it. There's no reason.
People do it for fun, right? So they have their, like, for example, we know someone with a whole bunch of rifles and guns, and we go to the backyard and we shoot. We do it for fun, you know.
Yeah, but I don't think you need to own it. I think if you're doing it for fun and or nostalgia or whatever the fuck, you do that at a place where it's monitored, where everything's being accounted for, where it's not being put in the wrong hands.
But that's why people are arguing the whole thing. Like, these people are doing the shootings. What is it to them? You know, why can't they just? They're not going to do the shooting. They should be able to own a gun, the gun that they want, and do the activities that they want to do.
Yeah. No, I get that
and
part.
Protect their home.
People ruin it for everybody.
Hold on one second.
They taking away They take away everything else. We got to take away something.
It's the domino effect.
Yeah.
Yo, thank you for calling Girls Gone Wine. What's up?
Yo, what's good, man? Yeah, my fault, man. I had called the wrong number like at least 3 times.
Oh my God.
I can't.
I did want to basically touch base on something that y'all was talking about. You guys was talking about like the mass shootings and things of the sort. And I did make a comment in regards to how, like, you know, my boy found out how he felt about it, things of the sort. Me personally, right? I honestly feel that the way those situations are handled are completely wrong. And also, I work in a warehouse environment. I find it kind of odd that I literally was trained on mass shooter training, and then all of a sudden we got mass shootings. It was just kind of odd to me. I will say that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just pointing that out. But now, in regards to what was basically being said in regards to the shooters themselves. Now, mass shooters themselves, we can't pick them out. We don't know if they're white, black. We don't know their rhyme and or reason. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I'm not justifying anything of the sort, but at the same time, you can't escape the fact that these people are, in fact, the victims themselves.
No, of course.
Yeah, that's what.
Some of the reasons that they display may be wrong, or may seem publicly wrong. But we can't excuse mental health. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to sit there and literally display a month in regards to mental health, then you can't excuse these things when people commit certain acts. So I'm not justifying what he's saying, or what he did, or anything that's right. But yes, you do have to basically take that nod. Then there's also the actions of the people who are responsible in responding to these certain situations.
Yeah, which is what,
yes,
we agree.
The police were 110% incorrect. They were not supposed
They didn't handle it, but they dropped the ball.
All the way.
For the lives of the many.
Yeah.
So here's
and that got publicly displayed.
Yeah.
And like, as police and as matter of fact, we're not even going to say that, because you know what? To sit there and say as police, that generalizes or
everyone.
Categorizes a certain way of thinking, and that's not fair. Because what people fail to realize is that the people who are police, they are people. So as a human individual, self-preservation, they chose their career, their lifestyle, their way of being, and the oath that they took to take their own personal being into consideration before anyone else. And these are the people who are supposed to protect the people.
Yes. So wait, but I just want to touch on something that you said.
I have a super problem with that, because again, I already have an underlying mistrust with the police.
Yeah.
So now when I publicly see these things going on, and I see people who are the police making these decisions as human beings in regards to protection of their own children, why are these things not, why is this humanization not being taken into consideration when it comes down to their arrest.
Yeah, and that's my whole thing too. I feel like the system right now is broken as hell. There's no reason why you expect a teacher, right? Because people are saying let's put guns in teachers' hands. They need to be trained. They do enough. That's not their job, right? That's not their job. But as a state, as a government, it is your job to do what's best for, you know, people's safety. And I feel like it shouldn't be up to teachers or principals or, you know, to keep the schools safe. I mean, they, of course they have to worry about their students, but now when it comes to that type of thing, why are we putting the pressure on them? Why are we not putting the pressure on the police and the like school safety? There has to be some type of school safety. It's a recurring issue.
If that's the case, I'm gonna stop you right there. I hate to cut you off, but I'm gonna make a great point. Why do I make more than an EMT? That person saves lives. All I do is drive a forklift.
Yeah.
So why does the person who saves lives make less than me?
Listen, the system is broken as hell.
In reality, there really is no system.
Yeah.
See, it goes like, matter of fact, I'm gonna put it like this. The system that you so said speak of really only enlists about titles. Which is basically as good as boyfriend and girlfriend, husband and wife. It really boils down to just titles.
Yeah.
So because of the title, you expect a certain responsibility to be held upon that individual, but you do forget that that same person is a human being, and they do have a family.
No, of course, I get that.
That they want to protect and things of the sort. So in reality, there really is no system. There is only titles and only expectations that people have for certain other people because of the fact that they have those titles. But in reality, who is to say that I meet the criteria of the title that you give me? Because I may only have that title because I knew someone who gave me that title.
But that's all in that's all in training. That's what any field. That's what any field, just like you said, an EMT, a firefighter, a police officer, a lawyer, a doctor, they all take an oath.
All medical
they all
people.
take an oath. Even lawyers.
And
they take an oath. Everybody in the
protect.
justice system takes an oath. And we put them in office and we put them there, or they put themselves there. They made that's the deal that they made, and they have to uphold to it. And if they can't, we have to hold them accountable. Yeah.
When I signed the contract for my employment papers,
exactly.
To ensure that I won't drive my forklift into nobody.
Yeah. And then if you break that oath, there has to be some type of circumstances. And this is what we're dealing with. We need something to be done so that people.
But at the same time, I can only account for me. I can't account for the other 500 people who sign that same paper and say that they're going to do the same thing. Because just like there are people who go to war because of family tradition and careers, and then there's people who just want to legally have the legal amount.
She says she's coming back
to eliminate other human beings. So you can't really weigh a certain level of subjection, or I guess a standard to everybody. At the same time,
but you can, because that's a job that you picked. It's not like a draw, right? It's not like a lottery.
I agree.
That it's not like a lottery. It's not like, well, you know what, Claudia, I picked your name and you're gonna be a firefighter. So this is the oath you have to. That is a decision that you made. You decided that regardless of how much you get paid, regardless of how badly you're treated or whatever, that is something that that's a life decision. That's a career. That's not a job.
And by law, like, and I'm saying it because it be and
who basically says they have a New Year's resolution.
No, but let me speak. Let me speak on it. Let me speak on it.
Yeah, it's not the same.
No, John.
The reason why is because when people basically make New Year's resolutions and things of the sort, their family and their lifestyle weighs in the balance on their decisions. Just like a firefighter weighs his decisions on I'm going to decide to save a life. And now, realistically, I can sit here and say, I'm going to be a firefighter.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to save lives, and I'm going to do what I want to do. But then when I run into that, when I stand in front of that building and it's in flames, I say, man, fuck that. I ain't with this shit.
Yup. And guess what? Yeah. When you do that, your superior will see that you can't handle it and you will be gone. That's it. Sorry, you can't handle it.
Yeah, no. And again, what I was trying to speak on, and because I have licenses and certifications, and by law, you know what I mean? There's certain things that I have to stop if I see something, or if I, you know, but I'm also a person that gives a shit about what I do and what I did.
Yeah.
You know, like that's part of my life. I take what I decided to career path, you know, in saving people's lives, you know, very personal, like very.
That's what I'm saying. That's
something. Yeah,
that's a career. That's a life decision. That's
and
not
that's
just a job.
Yeah, and that's the individual's decision. An individual decision.
That's just like the president saying, "Yo, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that," and everybody sit there and say, "This motherfucker's a liar." He ain't do nothing he said he was gonna say. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So as the president, you take a certain level of criteria, and if he doesn't fill it, he's supposed to get fired, but he don't. So. The same thing applies when it comes down to certain people in authority. And the few ruin it for the many. That is a phrase that a lot of people are like not aware of their life, but it's
we get it. We get it.
Ruin it for the many. And I'm saying that as a man who is
we get it.
Black. And I know for a fact that people that came before me and ruined it for me.
Yeah,
ruin my chances.
There's people that ruin it for cops, because I know people that are very good cops and they get treated like shit because of the bad cops.
Yeah, it's a domino effect.
It's a domino effect all the time with everything, though. But that doesn't mean that you do your job less. That's something like that. That's something that you decided to put up with. That's something that you get paid for. You know, even if you get paid for a shitty, that's something you knew when you signed up. And even then, you can always leave if you can't handle it. There's other jobs out there, like you said. There's other jobs that pay more. But there's jobs. Listen, I know people that are teachers, and they get paid a lot less than a lot of the people that I know.
My life is literally in the same amount of danger because of the simple fact that I don't know if I walk into a warehouse and somebody's gonna let me open with a forklift. Hit me with a pallet jack. A gallon of milk could fall on my head. Do you understand what I'm saying? I face the same dangers.
Yeah.
My whole thing about it is that at the end of the day, I can legitimately sit there and look at my boss and say, yes, I did sign those papers that someone may run into me with a forklift. But you know what? It's just not me. You understand what I'm saying? Like, even though I signed those papers, in reality, and even though, as a matter of fact, even if I don't tell the boss that I feel that way, I will still maneuver my way through that situation to continue my lifestyle because that's my means of living. Even if, put it like this, if I was a cop, and you know what, I sit there and said, you know what, I'm going to turn a blind eye to crime. But I committed my life to be a cop. Because, but I said that I'm going to turn my blind eye to crime because I don't want to face the danger. So you have situations like that too. You have people who literally put themselves in positions where they hold a certain level of responsibility and they walk into it not wanting that responsibility. They just want the compensation of having the responsibility. So with that being said, you can't really sit there and say, yo, these cops were wrong for grabbing their kids or handling it the way they handle it, because in truth, no matter what the profession is, no matter what contract you sign, and no matter what you sit there and stand and hold your hand on the Bible and quote, self-preservation is 110%.
I get what you're saying, but if that was the case, if these cops are human beings and they have families, you best believe that if their kids were in there, fuck all that shit, I'm going in there. So they have to give that same respect to the parents.
Especially if it's a career
so I get
that they
what
chose.
You're saying, but it doesn't make any sense.
It's a career that they chose.
The situation.
Of the police running in there and grabbing their own kids.
but they're handcuffing other parents. Do you see the problem?
Yeah, they tackled the parents. That is a problem.
That is a problem.
Because at the end of the day, again, they chose self-preservation over the oath that they took because of the simple fact that now they picked and choose when they decided to hold the oath.
Yeah.
Just like a president. Or just like me, when I'm driving a forklift and I basically may say, you know what? Fuck this. This guy's in my way, I'm running him over.
Yeah.
And granted, I signed the paper, took a safety test, did all this extra other nonsense, you know, put my name on a John Hancock and all of that, saying that, yes, I am going to be the safest individual moving in this warehouse, but this motherfucker's in my way right now and I don't care.
Yeah. No, I get it.
That's the same thing that police take when they are in situations. Now, look, there were officers who had kids in that school and said, you know what? Fuck that. I do not care about your kid. My kid is in that school.
And all of them should lose their fucking jobs. Every single one of them.
Felt the way about that because they really forget that in truth, the one thing, and it's so funny, I'm going to tell you what's really funny about this. The one thing that police, I'm talking about the police, federal, anything else, anything on the way out, the one thing that police truly lack is humanization. And that is exactly what they displayed when they grabbed their children.
Yeah.
They displayed humanization, but in dealing with other people, there is none.
Yeah.
So I understand the complaint.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because don't dehumanize me when you feel I'm in the wrong. Not that you can prove I'm in the wrong, but you feel I'm in the wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But you know your kids is in danger, and now you want to be human. You don't want to be a cop.
Yeah.
You want to be a human and save your child. You understand what I'm saying? There's a difference.
Yeah. Well,
it goes to show that. I'm sorry to cut you off, but it
goes
to show that in truth, titles do not mean nothing because overall, self-preservation means everything. Literally. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, we live in a selfish society.
I know Claudia personally since elementary school, but I know for a fact if you was paying Claudia $5 million to sit there and do your radio show, and she got a phone call about her kids, she's walking out.
Yeah, that's any of us.
So why are you getting mad at the police?
Because her job, because that's their job. That's their job.
Hold on. I'm going to answer that question. Pause. I'm answering that question. I got to answer that question because that's completely. I had to let y'all talk real quick, but you can't make that comparison. And let me tell you why. So first of all, when, like you said, you signed up for that job, you knew what you were signing up for, you knew what your duty was. I don't give a damn what type of humanization they show with anybody else. When it comes to a situation like that, you want to run in and get your kids, get everybody's kids.
Exactly.
You want to run in and grab your niece or nephew, grab everybody's nieces and nephews. Because at the end of the day, if you were sitting at home watching what's going on and you had your bro sitting on the side running in to grab his kid and he didn't grab yours, why he didn't grab yours? Now you calling up the office, oh boss, he needs to be written up, he needs to do this, he needs to do that, because at the end of the day, you didn't grab my kid. Yo, New Brighton, born and raised, baby.
I can't hear. Oh.
Yeah, you got your niece. You go into a corner store, right? Shots get fired. Are you protecting the block or are you protecting your niece?
But you see,
that's not a job.
Hold on. Yeah, listen to the scenarios that you're throwing around. Listen to the scenarios you're throwing around.
Fruit, but it's two different
Ellie, wait. Listen to the scenarios you're throwing around. At the end of the day, I am not paid to take care of everybody else. When I walk to that corner store, my priority is the little person walking next to me. Why? Because that is the person I have to go home with. My job is to take her to the store, buy her whatever her little heart desires, and take her home. No. Listen, wait. Hold on. But hold on. Let me finish.
But you are only locked in.
Hold on. Let me finish. Let me finish.
No.
Let me finish.
Yeah, John, let her finish.
Hold on, let me finish. Because at the end of the day, like I said, my job, and I don't get paid for, is to take that little girl to the store, because I have a niece. I have 2 nephews and a niece. And every time they came up here, my niece was on my hip ready to go to the store because I lived at a corner store. My house was right behind the corner store. I actually almost got in a shooting on my block because somebody decided right after school, when all the kids decided they wanted to go to the store and get their candy after doing homework, they want to shoot up somebody over an argument. So this actually touches a little harder for me than you think. And at the end of the day, me walking to that corner, I don't get paid to take care of the block. I don't get paid to watch nobody else's kids. I don't get paid to look after everybody else. I was entrusted to take my sister's child to the store and have her come back to.
Yeah, but yes, John, naturally, but
naturally, I'm gonna automatically grab my niece. But if I'm in uniform,
wait, let her finish.
If I'm in uniform and I get paid, if I'm in uniform, listen, but you're not letting me finish.
No, but you're not. But you're not.
Finish. In uniform, if I'm getting paid to take care of the community,
yes, when
my
you're getting
paycheck
paid
comes out of the community's dollars. I'm sorry, but I'm one of those people, and the both of them will tell you, I will run into school and grab everybody's kids in that uniform because that's me.
I'm worried about my family. I'm worried about me.
Yeah, right, but that's the thing. Wait. But John, hold on, John.
You're gonna think about
you're not listening.
Yes, naturally. But instinctively on the job, getting paid to take care of other people's children. The first thing I know as a teacher, the first thing you do when you have a school shooting, the first thing you're gonna do is take care of everybody's kids, right?
You protect those kids, and those teachers die.
All
those
kids
teachers die protecting those kids.
You're not worried about the classroom next to you. You're not worried about the classroom down the hall. You're not worried about the classroom across the hall.
You see,
you're
but
worried
John,
about the classroom you're in.
Yeah, no, but John,
you're worried about the classroom. You're worried about the classroom you're in.
So
wait, you're not worried about everybody else's classroom. Why are you not worried about everybody else's classroom?
For one, we're spending way too much time on this topic. For two, we could debunk that real quick with 9/11. So many firefighters, so many people, so many EMTs had people in those buildings, and they couldn't check on if they were okay, but they took care of the people that were coming out and made it. And they would know that their people didn't make it, and they still showed up and showed out. That's their job.
At the end of the day, I respect your opinion on it.
Even people that didn't get paid still showed up
volunteering
to take care of their people,
of their country. It's a whole different situation when you pick that career. It's a whole different situation.
That's a life thing. But I appreciate you calling in. We do have to move on. We spent a lot of time on this topic. We got to get through our things. Yep. I appreciate you for calling in.
Yes. It's good Samaritans everywhere, though.
Yeah, no, of course. And we will respectfully agree to disagree. We're not gonna sit here and argue. You know, it's all love at Girls Gone Wine, but we're gonna have to move on to the next topic. We appreciate you for calling in. Hope you.
Much love, bro. Regardless of the fact, I love a debate, and I respect your opinion on everything. It doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah, I like you, pimp. You're all right with me, man.
All right, man.
All right, guys. So I want to get into the next topic. Does anybody have? Because I
what do you have?
What do you have, Ellie? Let's see what.
Well, me and Vicky talked about. I want to talk about the Lori Harvey and the fucking Michael B. Jordan shit. Ooh. I have a lot to say on it.
Okay, wait.
Let's go.
Okay, so Claudia
first,
looks lost.
I know. Wait. First, you said okay,
Lori Harvey. So Lori Harvey and Michael B. Jordan were in a long-term relationship.
Right?
For about almost 3. I want to say almost 3 years.
So
really, I thought it was like 2 or 1.
I think it was.
It was long.
It was about like 3 years. So he proposed to her, and she said no, and he broke up with her. Now people are clowning both of them. People are clowning her. They're saying that
she was the winner.
She's for the street. She why would you try to wife her? They're coming at Michael B. Jordan. That was dumb. Or people. There's a lot of backlash. You should have known.
You know what though? Okay, I hear the situation. Let me hear your thoughts on it, and then I'll say.
Well, Atisha, what do you have to say about
it? Listen, I feel like at the end of the day, she for the streets. She all the way for the streets. And I feel like she should have told. I feel like she should have told him that. Okay. You had this man wine and dine you. You had him sit there and take care of all your needs. Like, this man was overly devoted and loved the ground you walked on enough to, after all of his other relationships, choose you to be the one person he decides to, well, the world that the world knows that he decided to propose to publicly. And you said no? Like, every time you see them together, he's so in love with her. You can see him looking at another girl. Even with his fans, there was a certain level of respect. Like, this man really loved that girl, and she was just there for the ride.
All right, can I
but
speak? Can I speak? Yeah.
Wait,
Vicky,
come on,
speak,
Vicky.
I'm gonna go in. I got my shit already.
Wait, my thought on it, like, damn, I can hear myself.
Oh, sorry.
You can't.
We can't hear. Like, we hear you, but we don't hear double.
Okay.
It might be because of her computer.
She's very young, and to just put that on somebody.
Point out, Victoria made a good
point.
He is 25 and he is 35.
That's
okay,
great.
Continue.
Yeah, but she's young. Like, she still has a lot to live for. Not saying that she don't want to be with him and she doesn't love him. She's just not ready for marriage.
Mm-hmm.
She's just not ready for it. That doesn't mean that she doesn't want to marry him in the future. That doesn't mean that she doesn't love him and want to be with him. It's just, okay, you proposed to me, but I don't want to get married now.
I have a question.
Because I'm ready.
Let's get everybody's thoughts on this.
Go, Ellie.
All right.
I'll go.
So for one, because I did my research on this. I really went in. So for one, like Vicky said, she is 25 years old. He is 35. That is 10 years gap. That is a big difference.
Let's get that.
Wait. Okay. No. Your parents are different. They grew up in a different time.
Well,
they grew up in a different time.
Continue. Stay on track.
Two, she is a celebrity. She's a celebrity, right?
They both are. He's bigger than
yes.
her.
No, of course. But they both have access to different things. And I'm gonna continue that. I have something to say about people talking shit on top of that. With that being said. 3, right? I don't like the fact that they clown on her saying she's for the streets and she's dated all these people. What is the purpose of dating? That's my question to y'all, right? Because it's from what I know dating to be is you're dating to find a mate, right? You're dating to find a person that you can match with, right? So I don't give a fuck if I talk to 8 to 10 men, right? 20 to 50 men, right? That is my way of finding what I want in a partner and what I don't want in a partner. So the fact that she has a whole dating history, so the fuck what? Everybody dates. Everybody. Listen, we live. These are the same people. The same people that are judging these two are the same people that really shouldn't be talking because they be fucking everybody on the block, in the building. I'm not even gonna go there.
I don't know.
So
I don't know.
Just talking about no. I'm not saying no. But I'm saying, you know what I mean? Like so, we're talking about celebrities, right? And she's dating. She's dated a lot of famous people, and that's why people are talking. They're like, "Oh, she's a serial dater." Blah blah blah. She's young. She's still getting to know herself. She's still growing as a woman. Yeah. She does not know what she wants. The third thing I have to bring up. When you're in a relationship, when you're in a healthy relationship, communication is key. Why is it that this man thought that she was going to say yes? You are putting all the weight on her that she said no.
I'm not.
Right? No, because you said
she's about the streets.
You said that she's about the streets and that she let him
about it.
You
she's
said
for
okay,
the streets.
no, you said, and
she's
I quote,
for the streets.
Right? No, not only that. You said she let him publicly. She didn't let him do anything. You said that she let him wine and dine her. She did not make that decision. As a man, he decided to wine and dine her.
And as a woman, you led him on to believe that everything was okay.
No. If somebody takes me out and wines and dines me and I didn't ask for it, that is on them.
How many times are you going to let somebody do it before they look stupid?
No, it's not letting
How
them
many
look
times are you
stupid.
going to let somebody do it before they look stupid?
They're in a relationship, right? So she's not saying she doesn't want to be with him. She's just not ready for marriage. But that is a conversation in itself they should have had. Yeah. When you're in a relationship, regardless, because everybody's everybody's ideas or things change over time.
It does. Well, one, we can't say if they did or did not have a conversation. That's number one.
Exactly.
Number two, let me finish.
We can't assume
exactly. But you're assuming that the conversation was never had.
No. I'm not saying it wasn't, but she said, "Oh, it's on him."
Well,
it's
at
on
the end of the day,
because he proposed publicly.
At the end of the day, and I have something to say what all of you guys had to say because I didn't do my research, but I kind of knew about the relationship. Let's take away that they're celebrities. At the end of the day, it's still human beings. Doesn't matter who she dates, how many people she dates, whatever the case may be. T brought
Talk about it, John.
T brought up her parents. I'll bring up my parents. Yes, it was different times, but let me tell you something. When you know, you know.
Thank you.
And there are people like my parents, 6 months, they got married and they're still together. But they also had a different upbringing, right? Where they know, okay, this is what we're going to go through, but we're going to fight through this together, no matter what, if it's good or if it's bad. People
just to say, my parents are 35 years in, and my mother's been the side chick the entire time.
I know, but in your situation, and
so regardless, different times or not.
No, but that's what I'm going to bring up because Ellie is right. Because at this point, what it is that people want to commit, right, when they're not ready. And then they go through this whole toxic situation and are so easy and willingly to give up.
Yeah, like the way she's saying it, there's no way for her to win. Because if she says yes and she's not ready and she dogs him out later on, you're still going to say she's a bitch and she's for the streets. But the fact that she was strong enough to say no publicly.
Yeah.
She saved him a lot.
Yeah,
she said, "You know what? I'm not ready for this."
No, she did, and I think both of them did. The fact that he broke up with her, I mean, that was the right move. First of all, like you said, it's a 10-year difference.
But I get it.
It's a 10-year difference. I feel it was a great move because you're not going to sit there either and be like, "Okay, I'm going to sit here and wait till you're ready." No.
Yeah.
No, I'm a grown ass man. I got my freaking life together. I know what I want. So now if he's dating this younger woman who obviously, again, at the age of 25, people, man or woman, don't know what the hell they want. They don't even know what they want at 30. You get what I'm saying? People are still trying to get their shit together. Yes, they could be celebrities. She's only a celebrity because of who her father is. Like, what does she do?
She's a beautiful woman.
But what does she do?
She's a beautiful
woman.
That's
nothing. No, it's not.
Kim Kardashian.
Wait, hold on.
No, but you see, Ellie, Kim Kardashian, hold on. Kim Kardashian, got famous because of the sex tape. But that woman has made an empire on what the hell she's been doing.
Can I tell you something though? You know he's not her real father, right?
No, I know that, but still, that's her stepfather. But still, she's known because of him.
Yeah, she is. Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? She does nothing. So okay, you're dating someone who's obviously grown up and thinking she should carry herself. Every woman and every man should carry themselves highly. But at the end of the day, like this conversation about okay, she denied him, which is a smart thing for her because she knew she wasn't ready. And the fact that he broke up with her was a smart thing for him. So at the end of the day, they both won because you never know. He might meet someone who really is for him. She might be someone who really is for him.
Maybe Mama Love was with it though, and though publicly it won't look good, but people make decisions despite what it is said or felt. Yeah, that was my only thing. I just don't like the accountability here, right? I don't like the accountability talk because at the end of the day, when you're in a relationship, because she dated other guys. That was my point, right? Like she dated Future, she dated whoever else, whatever the people she dated, right? She dated them. There's a difference between dating and being in a relationship. When you're in a relationship with someone, you should never hold anybody accountable for what you do for them that they don't ask, right? I know this. This is a problem that I see in relationships. It's a problem that I've seen in my own. Do not hold me accountable for something that you decided to do for me. I didn't ask you for this. If he decided to wine and dine her, that is something that he does. He is doing it out of the kindness of his heart because he loves her. He proposed to her because he sees a future with her. It wasn't something that she said she wanted because if she did,
and I get
she probably would have said yes.
And I get your side of in protecting her, but let's be real. Okay, there are some women,
and they've only been together for 2 years. That's kind of new.
No, that isn't new. That isn't new. 2 years. Listen, let me tell you something. My best friend who passed away said something. It was one of his favorite quotes, and he had said something. You know right away from the moment you meet someone if you're gonna love them or not. Anybody. If
Now,
you're gonna care
Elizabeth,
about
I love you
person
to
or not.
death, but you are the one person to not talk about meeting somebody in a month or so, and then next thing you know, things turn out to go how it would in 3 years, in 9 months.
No, of course. I know that. But I'm saying that's me at 25 ain't thinking that way. Especially now that I'm thinking that because I got married young, so I know from my experience that I wouldn't pressure anybody either. At 25, if I had a choice, if I didn't make that choice already, I would have been like, nah, fuck out of here. He's older. I get it. He's a good looking guy. I get that he has a good career. Yeah. He has a lot of things.
But it's also the upbringing. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. It's also the upbringing, because let me tell you something. I got married young too, but I was also in a relationship for a very, very long time. But in that stage, because of the way I grew up, I was like, oh wait, this is it. It's gonna go through bad, good or bad, and this is what I want. But I feel like Ellie as well too, where I don't, she's smart enough to say no. Yeah. At the end of the day, she's smart enough to say no. Now we don't know. Again, we don't know behind the walls. We don't know what's been discussed. We don't know if she was just going along for the ride. We don't know.
So John said, because a woman wine and dine me without being provoked, and I left her for someone else, I'm wrong and a dog. So why is it when women do it, it's liberal choice and what she's doing best?
Let's talk about it.
It's all about communication.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. We don't know.
Communication. Yeah. It's all about communication. When you're talking, yes, it is, because when you're talking to somebody, when you're dating someone, you have to have that conversation. What are we doing? What are we doing? And that's the problem with relationships.
You can have that
today.
Conversation with people, and people are still taking and run with it.
All right, then why the fuck do you care what they say then? That's my whole point. Why the fuck do you care? Why do you care? If I told you, if I decide to go on a date with you and I told you what my intentions were and you expected more from me and you saying that I'm a hoe because I didn't meet your expectations even though I told you what mine were, I don't give a fuck what you have to say. You have that's it. I'm done with you. And that's how it is. Because he said, what is dating in today's world though? That's the problem. That's the problem. Everybody's just fucking and nobody has any intentions to do anything. And it's like, what do you seek in a relationship? What is the purpose of a relationship? What's the purpose of dating? Yeah. I feel like dating is dating.
Dating is for you to get to know someone, first of all. Dating is not a relationship.
No, but dating is how you find a relationship.
Dating is how you, that's what I'm saying. Dating is how you find a relationship.
Do I want a relationship with this person?
Yeah. So in a way though, I feel though, like if she knew she still wasn't ready, why jump into a relationship? And
because even relationships have different goals, right? Because not everybody wants to get married, not everybody wants to have kids,
and
not
that should be talked. And I agree, that should be talked.
Even though you're dating and you like someone,
and that should be talked from the beginning.
You have to, and not even only in the beginning. That's something that has to be constantly checked up on, because when you enter in a relationship, as time progresses, as you go through things, your ideas and your goals change. You might meet someone and be like, I'm never getting married. And then you're like, you know what? I could see myself marrying this person.
Yeah.
Or you could enter in a relationship thinking, oh, I want to have kids with this person. And then you're like, you know what? Maybe I'm good with just me and her or me and him. Maybe we don't have to have kids. Everybody has different goals and different ideas of what they seek in a relationship. And the problem is we on this, rush to pathway. This is what we're doing, because it feels so good. Let's stay on for the ride.
Yeah.
Like, listen, just because it feels good in the beginning, if you guys don't have those same goals, those same things, at the end of the day, it's gonna fall apart.
And people change and people evolve. What you thought you might like.
People change or people don't change, because some people will date people that don't want kids, and then when the time comes that they're like, okay, you ready to have kids, and they're like, I thought you would change your mind.
Yeah.
No, I didn't change my mind.
I didn't change my mind.
That's like
people evolve. But then
go ahead, Vicky.
Go, baby.
Go ahead, Vic.
That's like that actress. She was in The View. She's Asian. What's her name? She was in a relationship.
Jenny Mao.
And they broke up.
Yeah, whatever her name is.
Yeah. Because he wanted kids.
The Real. She's on The Real.
The Real.
The Real, not The View.
I was like, The Real.
She's on
not The View. The Real. Sorry. And she was in a
relationship. Hello, honey. Hello, honey. Yeah.
And that relationship turned bad because she didn't want kids and he did. And she met someone new, and guess what? She had a baby.
Kids with them.
She had a baby.
She ended up having a baby.
Yeah. But then she also found out, like, okay, she found her match.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It took her to be in that marriage.
I was about
and
to
that
say there was a
relationship
lot of behind the scene things that ended up coming out
Mhm.
after she got pregnant
Mhm.
about her old marriage before
Mhm.
before what's his name?
The white dude.
No, not.
But I know she always talked about not wanting kids and having that conversation with him.
But that's what I'm saying.
What,
That
Jeezy, right?
people,
Jeezy? No, is it?
She's with him. What are you guys talking about?
That's what we're trying to figure out with the celebrity she's with. What's his name?
Y'all better look that shit up. I follow her on Instagram.
My God, Ellie.
Why are you saying, "Oh my God"?
Because you're supposed to know.
Yeah,
I'm supposed to know.
Yeah, you're the celebrity. You're the celebrity.
It's not even that.
Dictionary.
No, because the only thing, you never know what you're gonna want with certain people. That's what I'm saying. They are together.
Yeah.
But you never know, and people change, and other people bring other things out of you.
Mhm.
You know, that's why I say never, because you never know what people are going to entice you to want to do. You don't know what you're gonna want to do with certain people. You know, your comfort level, you don't understand like until you get there. But I think that's the problem with today's society, that it's like y'all mixing up dating and a relationship, and then relationships aren't doing anything, right? Because from my understanding, and this is like the general thing, like a relationship, when you enter in a relationship, you don't have to get married, you don't have to have kids, you don't have to have a family. But when you enter a relationship, a relationship should be your goal to find somebody that you want to spend the rest of your life with, right?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody that's going to better your life, right? Not only spend your life with, but I could live my life by myself.
Grow.
But if I can meet somebody that can make my life better and grow with, why not? That's a relationship. And that's where people fuck up. Because they think, oh, a relationship, it's ride or die. And no, it is ride or die for the right person. I see people constantly getting into relationships and they're riding or dying for somebody and they're breaking them down. They're not growing. They're holding them back.
They're holding them back. And that's a great point that you made. And especially at 25, you're not going to know that.
No.
At 25, you think you know that. You know, but you're not going to know that. And honestly, like when it comes to the dating scene, like I feel like just people got to be real. Like and I feel like a lot of guys, a lot of guys get scared. Yeah. I feel like a lot of men get scared when a woman is real or honest.
Yeah.
Like
I lived through that, so I know.
Exactly, right? Like you make the decision, like, okay, are we just gonna fuck? Are we just, are we actually gonna be dating? Are you gonna be courting me? Like, am I gonna actually give a little bit more, into this, relationship? Yeah. Into this, you know what I mean? Like, am I really gonna open up to let you get to know me? You know what I mean? And really know, like, do you really want to know what my goals are? Do you want to know like what my past is? Are you going to accept me for me, or are we just going to have fun? And a lot of people don't know how to just keep it real and keep that communication open.
And that's why and that's any relationship, even with like friendships. I always tell everybody, keep it real with me. I don't care how upset what you think. I don't care how upset you think I'm going to be. I'd rather hear it from your mouth so we can fix it now and address it than later down on the line after I invest my time in you. And I think that's the problem. I feel like from what I see, and it happens on both ends, because I see men do it and I see women do it. They're not honest with themselves, and that goes to show in the relationship themselves, right? You expect them not to lie. You expect them not to lie to their significant other. They're lying to themselves because they don't know what they want, right?
I feel like if you can't be real
with yourself,
like,
you ain't gonna be real with
nobody else. And if you can't, and if you are real with yourself and you feel like, damn, I can't communicate with this person the way I want to, or I can't express myself the way I want to, or I can't be myself the way I want to, then that person is not the person you need to be with.
Nope.
You know what I mean? And friendship, and the same thing with friends. And then there are other friendships, like, yeah, you like honesty. I like honesty. You know what I mean? Like, keep it real, keep it 100. But there might be times where you feel a little like, oh wait, let me not say something, or not you, and I mean in general, like people, right? Like, oh wait, let me not say something. But I rather, like, you know what, be honest. You could be pissed off at me, but at the end of the day, like,
right? Because with Tisha, sometimes I gotta lie to her. She knows it. She don't want to hear the truth sometimes. But then sometimes you be like, Ellie, why couldn't you just lie to me?
Yeah,
but I'm not ready for the truth right now.
But at the same time, though, Ellie, at the same time, you're like that too, though.
I was about to say, do you know how many times I have to lie to Elizabeth?
And I've seen it.
Do you know how many that I have to lie to you about something because you're just gonna go off the end for no reason about it?
Nah.
Yes.
I have to go off about
Vicky.
it because I'm eventually going to. If you don't,
Vicky.
She doesn't see me though. She keeps it real with me all the
Vicky,
time.
yes I know.
She see me blow
Am I
the
right?
fuck up.
Yes I know.
But I know, like, I'm real with
no,
Ellie, and when I tell
Vicky,
her,
it's yes or no question.
Wait, let her talk.
Hold on.
No,
answer the question first.
Yeah, because you're basing it off like saying a lie. But when I do tell Ellie the truth about things, she will tell me off about certain things. Like she goes off, like angrily off.
Yeah, because she needs to let it out. But then she also.
But we laugh. Like we don't
there's
think
a place
it doesn't
and
become
time
a
for certain
fight.
things.
We don't get, we just.
I think it's
like,
different between you guys. Yeah, you guys will probably fight more. Yeah, it's a different relationship. You know what I mean? So the anger is gonna come out differently as where Vicky or me or Vicky or my.
Vicky's the same way too, because Vicky will blow the fuck up on me.
Yeah,
and I'll be like, when you done acting up, call me, bitch. And then she'll call me and she'll be like, I'm sorry, I flipped the fuck out.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I
like,
wish
it's
I
just
got those from Ellie.
And it'd be like,
because Ellie be yelling at me for no reason, and we be going blood, and then she just calls me back. Are you okay? What are you doing? No, I want to fucking sorry, bitch. Like, fucking
guys,
I don't want to talk to you right now.
I do have a question.
I will say my sorry if I get my
have a
sorry
question when you're done.
All right. What's up, Vic? Come on. Come talk to us. Let's go. I don't even care what else we was talking about. What's up? Talk to us nicely. What happened?
All right. So, because I had people talk to me about me, right? Because I don't give people second chances. And they say when you don't give a second chance, you losing the opportunity to be with someone that can actually be really good for you. And I look at it as, no, I don't give second chances because I don't believe, for example, someone that lies a lot. If I caught you in so many lies, I'm going to break up with, I broke up with the person. I'm not taking them back. I don't give second chances. Why am I going to take this person back if I don't believe that liars change? They're going to always be a liar. So why would I put myself in that kind of toxic relationship? So I'm not going to take that person back.
I respect that.
I get what you're saying, but you're talking about a specific situation, right? In general,
that's one example. But I'm saying,
but in general, no, I get
general,
yeah,
even
in general,
I don't give second chances at all.
All right, so so let's take into account, right? As you get to know this person, right? As you get to know people, you get to see what kind of person they are, right? The longer you are, the more you see the good, the bad, and the ugly, right? If you're in a relationship with somebody, you're gonna see the good, the bad, and the ugly. There's times where, especially in a new relationship, you try to hide that person because you don't want this person to see that side of you. But in order to move forward and see if your relationship could go to the distance, they're going to have to see that bad side. And I think that's what happens. That's why me personally, I don't like writing somebody off so quickly because I know myself and I know I'm not a perfect person and I know my bad could be really ugly. And I wouldn't want anybody to write me off that quickly. Which is why I say sometimes people need the benefit of the doubt. Now, will people abuse that? Of course. There's always
when
people
I mean
that
second chances, it's like,
no, I know, I get it.
If I break up with you, that's it. Now within the relationship or the dating period, whatever.
Yeah.
You lied once, okay. You lied twice, like 3 times, 4 times, and then it's like, all right, man, you just keep lying. You're not betting yourself. You're pushing me back.
Yeah.
Like,
but lying,
and then it depends on why they're lying.
Yeah,
too,
no, but
you have to kind of get to the root to it.
Yeah,
too.
but lying is one thing, and then what you're saying is a completely different thing. Yeah. Like about how your behavior is, towards certain things, or how you react.
Lie.
Yeah, and that does simmer from a little lie. But I mean, I could only go back to like a couple of years ago. I had one of my best friends. They came down and we had a lunch with my father, and she likes to ask this question on a certain question to people. And she asked a question to my dad about him being married to my mother, and he basically the way that he worded it was he learned and he enjoys loving her in all her different stages.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Which a lot of people, again, stemming to why there's just dating and why this generation is so easy to just cut people off and quit, is because they don't know how to fight through those hard times and really go through the different stages that an individual goes through.
Yeah. It's always like it's always like, well, this is me, and that's it, and that goes for both people, right?
Yeah.
Because it's always like, this is me, and that's what you got to deal with. No, maybe you need to do some growing.
Mhm.
You know, that's on both sides. You maybe you need to change a little bit. This person is telling you something's wrong, especially if you hear from your friends, you hear from somebody you're with. Okay, this is something that I have to work on. You know, and everybody gets so defensive. It's always a defense, like, oh, why are you attacking me? No, because not everybody has bad intentions. I'm telling you this because I feel like this is going to block you from your blessings. Maybe you need to lighten up on this. Maybe you need to do this. That's all stuff. And that's the problem. Everybody wants the easy and the right now and the comfortable.
The comfortability,
and it's all
and
about
not go through the actual struggles to actually get to a stage in your life when you're really prepared to share your life with someone.
Yeah.
If you're married or not, or like that. What's that? Another celebrity couple, very old, Goldie Hawn and Russell, whatever his name, Kurt Russell. They've been together for years. Everybody, they're not married. But
their daughter,
for them,
their daughter has a bunch of movies out
what
too.
What she looks like her mom, but that's his stepdaughter. That's not even his daughter either. But they've been together, and marriage, they've come to an understanding, like, we're gonna do us. We don't have to be married. And look at them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where I feel like people emphasize the word marry or want to get married when they don't really know what that means, you know? Or even just being with someone for a long period of time. But I think I mean, Vic, you have your reasons. You know, I feel the same way. Like there's a certain point where you need to just, okay, I broke up with you, that's it. Like, I'm not going backwards. Like, you know, we did what we did, we tried what we tried. Obviously it's not working for me, and that's it. You know, why give that second chance? I do understand why Vicky makes those choices.
And I think it's where I'm at in my life. I'm a grown ass woman.
Exactly.
I'm like,
I don't have time. I feel the same way. I don't have time.
But with that time, like, I get what you guys are saying. But another thing that you have to keep into account too, as you get older or as time passes, when you are getting into a relationship, there's going to be more baggage, right? Honestly speaking, we're all 30 and up now, right? Most people our age have kids. Most people our age might have been married before. So as you grow, as much as you really don't want to deal with bullshit, maybe dealing with a little bit of bullshit is gonna get you.
No, I don't care about dealing with a little bit of bullshit.
But that's what I'm saying. So it's like, it's hard because you guys are on a wavelength
like
where you're content with where you're at. No, of course,
I'm not dealing with
that. You're not dealing with, and it's like, I get it, because it's always easier to be like dismissive. It's always to be like, yeah, this is this is too much. Goodbye.
Yeah.
But
because we know how to.
You also have to take into account, you might be too much for somebody else.
For sure.
So
for sure.
And that's the shit that, like, a lot of people, especially a lot of people that are single for a long time, they don't see that.
Yeah, they don't see that.
Because they'll be like, oh, you know what? You stressing me. You put me through mad shit. This is too much for me.
Yeah.
You might be too much for that person as well. But you have to communicate and you have to work on those things, and you got to see if it's worth it.
I know my shortcomings. That's why when I start talking to someone, I let them know straight off the back what I don't like.
Bro, and it's funny
to let them know.
It's funny too, right? Because they be in denial. They be like, "Nah, you ain't that bad," and then when they see it, they be like, "Nah, what the fuck?"
You see, and then it's like, you know, when I have a really good conversation, when I have a good conversation with someone who really wants to get to know me, then obviously I'm straightforward and I'm just like, listen, I don't have time for this or that or whatever the case may be. Like I'm at a place where I'm at peace. You know what I mean? Don't come into my life and disrupt my peace. You know what I mean? And if you're just fucking somebody, then that's all you're doing. If that person is not giving you time to even get to know you why express certain things. You get that's what I'm trying to say.
Teddy, facts. He said being upfront saves you a lot of trouble. It really does.
It does, because then that person can choose. If, like, let me tell you something. If that, it's gonna be up to that person and be like, okay, wait, she did warn me about this, or he warned me about this. You know, am I gonna stick around to really fight for it or deal with it, or let me see how far I can go with it?
Respectfully, I put myself in a situation where I told the person, like, I want to just
mess around.
Not even just mess around. Like, I kind of want to just do me. I want to be me. I want to live. That's it.
I can't see your face.
I know she's like coming out.
First of all, we can't see you. Shout outs to the lighting, because nobody's been able to see me this entire time, and you're now realizing that. But it's cool.
No, you went off camera. You went off camera.
How do y'all see me? I'm looking at myself and I can't see nothing but the freaking back.
I can see a little bit of your
I can see you now, but when you go off to the side, no.
Facebook.
But continue with
what
you're saying.
But I literally at the beginning let the person know, this is what I'm doing, this is what I want to do, this is what's going on with my life, and was still looked at the bad guy at the end of it, going through it. Because it was like, well, we did this and we did this.
Because people catch feelings. Because people catch feelings.
Why is that? And it's bad to say, but why was that my fault when I put everything out there?
Because people catch feelings, and that isn't your fault. That's that person's fault. So that's that individual who was willingly
take
accountability of like, wow, I felt for her, or wow, damn, I wanted to spend more time with her, because that's how it develops. But then it also brings the conversation that, I mean, it brings up the thing that Ellie said earlier, whereas it is something that continuously needs to be brought up.
That's the problem.
It's listen, like we had the discussion. But
even when the discussion's had,
so after the discussion's
had, the discussion after that,
then that is her
and
issue.
then when everything blows up, it's like, but I said something. But why did you think I was going to be okay with that? Because you said okay. When we had the conversation about it.
That's not your cross or burden to carry.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, and then it's also because this is what from my experience, don't shoot me over here. But from my experience, I know, like, don't shoot the messenger. But from my experience, from what I see, is that, like, I know he said she's dropped off the screen. She's probably gonna come back.
She'll come back. Give her a second.
She's gonna come on.
But you said being upfront saves a lot of trouble. The problem with a woman being upfront, from my experience, is that turns a man off, because a man wants both. They want the best of both worlds. They want the girl that just wants to fuck, but they want the girlfriend benefits.
Yes.
So what happens?
The cuddling and when it becomes too much,
is they put on this whole false thing where, like, no, you're special to me. I care about you. You mean something to me.
It's not just women; it's also men too.
No, men do it too. Yeah,
men catch. As I'm saying, men catch feelings
too. And it's like, and it's like, and women do it too. They want the boyfriend experience, but they don't want to take the what is it called? The commitment. They're not committed to it.
Yeah.
Right. And what happens is, it's like, I want my freedom, but I want that experience as well. Right. Yeah. So, like I said, from my experience, when you're upfront and you're forthright, like you said, that's a turnoff, because they know the jig is up. I'm avoiding the bullshit. I'm telling you straight up. Are we fucking, or are we doing something?
Yeah.
What is this? And a lot of people can't take that, men or women.
Yeah.
And they might take that as, oh, you're too aggressive, or, oh, no, I'm not aggressive. I'm saving both of us from a lot of bullshit.
Yeah.
It's that simple. He said, now let me know what it is out the gate, so neither of us have false expectations. And you know what the problem is too? Because I have this problem too, and me and Tisha always talk about it. And I know she's on Attack Ellie Day, so I'm attack myself. So this is the problem. Right. She's laughing. She ain't even denying it. What? So this is what I do. And we're gonna talk about it. So what I do is, I see the best in people. And I see the potential in people. I see potential in people that don't even see potential in themselves. And when they can't meet up to that potential, I hate them for it. And I get mad at them. He said, L talking like Jadakiss. I know my voice sounds shit. I've been smoking too much cigarettes. I haven't been singing. But yeah, no, but it's true. That's what happens. There's people like me.
Because you have a big heart.
But no, there's people like me that have expectations of people. It's not really, it's expectations, but it's like, I see your potential. I know what you're capable of doing, and you're not doing that for me, or you're not doing that for yourself.
But how many times we have to tell ourselves you can take a horse of water and not drown them?
Yeah, no, of course. You could take a horse of water. You're gonna get them to drink. I get that point. But it's still, when you, especially when you're in a relationship or you're in a new relationship, you see the potential, right? You see, okay, this is what I can have with this person because this is what they're showing me. But the problem is, in the first few months of a relationship, it's all talk, right? It's all, this is what I am. This is who I am. This is what I can offer. But then as months roll by, now your actions need to meet up with your words. And that's where shit gets tough. That's why that honeymoon period is beautiful. And then it's like, okay, to reality, where are we really taking this? Where is it really going?
Yeah.
And why aren't you the person that you said you were in the beginning?
Yeah.
Now you got a lot of explaining to do, or, reassessment. Like, where is this going? Which is why I say it's very important to constantly check in to where you're at and what you want from a relationship.
I feel like I learned a lot of that with my first relationship, because I saw the potential, right? You give people chances. It was having that big heart, which I only have if I really love a person. Other than that, like, I've always been a very, like, okay, I know who I'm gonna be around with. I know who I'm gonna let in my life. I'm very cut, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's quick for me to be like, okay, we're gonna get along or we're not gonna get along. What did Teddy say?
Teddy said, I can see the best in you and see the bullshit. I got the niggascopic vision.
My guy.
Oh my God. He read
my
Yo, but you know what it is? You know what it is too? Like, and maybe this is gonna be the death of me. But I'm always gonna
what is it?
I'm always going to try to see the best in people. I'm always going to give everybody a chance. And the reason why I do this is because I've seen so many beautiful souls, right? And I've experienced myself where I've gotten written off. And it's like, yo, don't write me off just yet. I might not be at my best right now, but that doesn't mean I can't be, right? As long as I'm living, as long as I have breath in my body, I am capable of anything I set my mind to. And I feel like we live in a society where people want to fucking write people off for any little fucking thing. And I'm not going to be that person. I'm not going to judge you. We've all been through shit. We've all fucking been through the ringer.
Not,
but that's
me,
not.
Yeah, for me, it's not. Judge. For me, it's not judging. For me, I'll give people the benefit of the doubt, but I'm more of like my gut feeling. I'm more of like, okay, I know the energy that I feel around a person, and if it doesn't feel good, then I'm sorry, you ain't getting my energy back. That's two completely different things. You could be a good person and you could be fun and all this, but if I feel something is not right, I'm not going to ignore what I'm feeling.
Yeah. No, me neither. I don't ignore it. I point it out. But that's why like, and that's why I'll be pointing it out and people can't handle it.
Yeah.
You know, I be pointing it out, and then it's like. And
but how about when people point it out for you?
What do you mean?
Like, if people point things out for you, like if they feel like, okay, well, Ellie, like, granted, you're saying how you are, right? But how about if people don't see what you say you are?
Yeah, no, I literally, and that's why I have conversation. We just had this conversation last night, did we? Yes. Was it last night?
Really?
I literally, we just had this conversation.
Crazy.
The night before, I called Tisha and I said, listen, I have a dilemma. I feel like I'm clouded, right? I said, well, something to that. Yeah. But I said, I feel like I'm clouded. I feel like certain things have been brought to my attention. You've been around me more. Can you tell me if this is a real problem that I have, or if it's something that I could fix, or if it's this?
Okay.
I constantly check in because I know I could go off on the deep end, and I know I could lose myself, and that's the problem, because I fucking lose myself in trying to fix everybody else or trying to.
And a real friend won't like T won't. That's what I'm saying. We don't, want for you to do that.
So I get it. But that's why I constantly check in with certain situations or certain predicaments, because it's like I need to know too. Teddy said, I'm gonna see the best in you, but I will always guilty free protect my peace. I'm done fucking the same woman in different bodies.
Respectfully, man. Yeah. And then a lot of women feel the same way. You know, that's why it was like so hard for me, like dating or even having one night stands. Like it's I suck at it. It's like with Sam Smith.
Yeah.
I'm not good at what. I mean, she came back. She was here.
You come back.
I put her in.
Yeah.
I didn't even see that.
Yeah, no, it's right though, Teddy.
That cape off. No, you know what? I don't think
can't save every
I don't
hoe.
think I ever will.
You can't save every
I think it's not about taking the cape off, it's who I choose to put the cape
can't
on for.
Save
what are we talking? Are we still talking about the same thing?
Kind of. I mean, I don't know if y'all want to switch it up now.
I'm the type of person that I can't take it off, but I can be better at picking on who I choose to put the cape on.
Yeah.
For.
Yeah. I agree. I think you could be better with that. Yeah. But you work on it.
Yeah.
Girl.
I'm not good with metaphors, so what are you talking about, Kate?
I'm saying like I want to help everybody, but I can't fix everybody. So, and I'm not going to change. I'm going to still try to do it. I just got to choose who I'm going to do it for.
Yeah.
That's just the way that I am. That's part of me. Take the cape off. Superman be surviving.
You can try to help people, but you can't
L's and he got Lois at home. I'm fucking dead.
You're done.
What Lois do when he walk inside? I told you not to take this one tonight. You should have left it to Batman. I bet that bitch with that lasso could have took that nigga on tonight. You want to go fly around and shit niggas with they the fuck is wrong with you? Now you want me to say no? Go rub your own goddamn back. I'm going to bed. Good, like.
So did you guys have anything else you wanted to talk about?
I want to talk about Johnny and Amber.
I
want to talk about Johnny and Amber. And the reason why is because Johnny and Amber literally started right before our hiatus.
Victoria, do the face. Do the face. Do the Amber face.
Do the Amber face,
Vicky.
Vicky.
Amber face.
Oh, what's the Amber face that my dog?
My dog stepped on the knees.
Yo, it's good to be back. I'm sorry.
Right?
It is good to be back. Luke. Yes.
Like,
all right. So Amber and Johnny Boy.
Damn, we
first
can't hear
of all,
what'd you say, Vicky?
Vicky, what did you just do?
What did you do?
Vicky, what did you
Oh, no,
just
she
do?
turned her mic off. Now I can hear you.
I turned it off.
I seen it.
I was about to be like, what did you just do? Because we was
whole shit up.
Like, we came back with the right audio and everything.
Look at my hair is curling. That's how hot it is in my house.
Oh,
I was like, I wanted to say
he
something.
said Amber took that L. Yes, she fucking did.
What are we gonna say, Vic?
That the Amber Heard story, like with the Johnny Depp situation, it just speaks so much on men being abused and how when a woman screams, whether it's rape, or domestic violence, how society is quick to be on her back and help her and punish the guy quickly without any investigation. And I've seen it in the military. I've seen it in life where the guy is being abused and it's like, yeah, but you're a man. Like, no, they shouldn't be getting hit either.
And I agree with you. Mm-hmm. It's innocent till proven guilty. And our system does not treat people like that.
Nope,
it's always, you're guilty until you're innocent. So you're proven innocent, and you can't take back that kind of damage.
Yeah, you can't.
Like
she destroyed him.
Yeah, if I was him, I want
and he didn't even ask
from fucking Warner Brothers. Disney. I want apology, Disney.
Yeah.
I want apology letters. I want public service announcements. Fuck that shit.
I would sue the shit out of them. They would have been my next.
Many. First of all, shout outs to his fans, because not one near mother lover on any social media was jacking the fact that he wasn't going to be in the next Pirates of the Caribbean movie. Not one. Everybody actually somebody made a petition to boycott any other Pirates of the Caribbean project
can I just say
did
something?
Not involve Johnny Depp.
Can I just say something too? That what was it? Secrets of Dumbledore? Mm-hmm. That they changed his thing. They said they did record lows because people did not see it because Johnny Depp wasn't in it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Record lows.
Yep.
And I love me some Harry Potter.
I love me some Harry Potter too.
I love Mia.
Some haters.
And watching the trial, like you could pick up a liar from anywhere. She just was rambling off.
First of all,
she was acting.
Hold on.
She was
looking at the
What
jury.
are you talking about? Talking about
Let me
acting.
get-
She don't even know how to act.
Let me tell y'all something real quick. Because me being with a narcissist myself, like you legit can tell a narcissist the way they talk to people, explaining everything. First of all, I'm speaking from my own experience.
I know they be pleading their cases to everybody but you.
So the thing about it is,
they know they bullshit.
My ex used to sit there and we would go back and forth, and she's like, "Yeah, what does everybody think? You're mad. You're like 10 times bigger than me. Who's really gonna think that I do this to you? Who's really like shit that Amber would say during the trial? Like, who's gonna believe that Johnny Depp was a victim of domestic violence?"
Yeah.
But the entire time, instead of answering questions directly, you talk to the jury, pleading your case. Why you
making no sense? And like
absolutely no sense. Why couldn't you just speak up and say what you had to say?
Yeah.
You had to talk to the jury and keep telling the jury what you want them to believe.
Yeah.
Instead of telling the person who's asking you the question what they want you to believe. Because at the end of the day, I literally watched my ex sit there and tell other people how bad of a person I was and just sat quietly. Because I wasn't going to argue about it.
And
let me tell you something.
It's also his things that he did shows is like proven
his characteristics, his mannerisms the entire time.
Like he would not look at her. That's
but he said he wasn't gonna look at her.
He told her, if you hurt me that bad,
never,
I'm never gonna look you in your eyes because my eyes is what attracted you in the first place.
I went into this trial like not taking any sides because you never know what's gonna come up with kind of evidence, right? But like after
the second,
she was acting like a straight up abuse. She would stare him down from the side on the stand, like staring him down to try to get him to look at her. Even when she said he can't look at me, like he won't look at me. Mm-hmm. Whatever word that she like, it was just so aggressive, and it was just like trying to get him to like. If it was me there, I probably would have looked at her because like what you just said, but he wouldn't do it. He would not do it.
Yeah, I didn't see the whole trial, but I saw some little clips here and there with you. Yeah, they were trash.
They were trash. They really didn't have nothing.
Some YouTube videos, like
shout out to Shorty who was Johnny's lawyer because she had
Camille Vasquez.
He had that Spanish lady.
Camille had freaking Amber.
She's like, answer my question.
What Camille answered a question. Amber's like, Papa, no, Miss Heard, that is not what I. Yes, Camille.
What Camille did was
make sure she answered the question.
Camille was trapping her.
Yeah,
she was trapping her many times.
Amber was playing checkers. She was playing chess.
And Shorty had her walk into every single trap and just let her sit there and set herself up.
She was like, you know what? We're gonna play hangman. You gonna hang yourself.
She's like, I'm gonna ask you this question. You can't answer this correctly. Cool. So let me hit you with this follow-up question. You still can't answer that correctly because you gave me a lie the first question. So now let's go to the third question. You can't answer the third question truthfully without showing that you lied about the first and second question. Yeah. So you're gonna lie about the third question. Once the fourth question comes around, you automatically prove that you lied because now you can't answer this one question that is literal truth that happened, that everybody's seen happen. You can't answer this question without making yourself looking like a lie with the other four.
All right, man.
But you know what I like?
What did they call her? What? I'm sorry.
Amber Turd.
Amber Turd.
Yo. You know what I like that she said? She was like, because it was you that leaked this information. She was like, no, it wasn't me. If I leaked the information, I would have did better. I would have did more damage. And Camille just hit her with the, but I thought you couldn't leak information. So you didn't know how.
You didn't know how to.
You just kept trapping her. I'm like, yo,
because Camille. Remember, Camille started off with the question.
You said Camille came like a side bitch trying to expose a nigga.
Oh my god! When I say my bitch came with the receipts, she was trapping that nigga today. Either you leaving your bitch or we are family together. Like, yo, but not because look at how she did it. She came at her with the question, was like, "Are you privy on how to leak information?" No, I don't know how to. Mm-hmm. You don't know how to, but it was you who leaked the video. I wouldn't know how to leak the video. You just asked me. I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to leaking everything. Every follow-up question.
Bro, she photoshopped pictures like they're not going to have fucking people.
Every follow-up question.
Into the photos.
I love when the TMZ guy came and was like, if we edit a video, we have the flash to show that we edited the video. He said, what I seen in court is not what she sent to me.
Yeah.
because you see the TMZ clip and then you see what the clip they have from court. Shorty, you can tell you edited
had
it.
That angry baby mama energy.
Facts. Yeah. Not even. I'm sorry, Camille. Camille was that psycho girlfriend that you thought you was gonna break up with, and she reminded you that she had mad shit on you. She wasn't going nowhere. She gonna make sure you know that she not going nowhere. And then when you decide you want to go somewhere, my nigga, you remember this little thing we just did right here? Oh, okay, sit down. Sit down.
I think it's like it is an eye opener again to see that, you know, men do go through abuse as well.
Yes.
And the system doesn't work for them the way that it should. But then there's also like that domino effect, going back to the very beginning of this conversation, right? When one person does something, it just trickles on. So when you hear about abuse cases, right, in past, it's always a man causing abuse to a woman. But this is going to come out showing that, okay, there are a lot of women who are such abusers.
Watch how many men come out of the woodworks from this one trial.
Yeah. They need to learn from this, and what they need to do is investigate.
It's going to be another male in the industry.
Yeah,
I put bets on it now. It's going to be another male in the industry.
First of all, I want to applaud fans for not fucking clowning Johnny Depp.
Yeah, nope.
All right,
I love me some Johnny. Since 21 Jump Street, baby.
That is the biggest problem. I think the biggest problem is that men have pride and egos, and they are scared to admit that they're letting a woman abuse them.
Yeah,
you cannot control another person's actions, right? Regardless of how big or small they are, a woman is still capable of abusing just as much as a man.
Yeah, mentally, emotionally.
Sometimes even worse.
Sometimes even worse because they know they can get away with it. So
he thought it was okay because he. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I think it's important that men, you got to put your pride aside and really think about your health and your situation. What's best for you? Speak up. Fuck that shit.
I don't think with Johnny Depp, I don't think it was mostly pride. It's just what the environment he grew up in.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
Watching his mom beat his dad and thinking that was okay, that was love.
Yeah. No. But I'm saying I'm talking about the fans. Like the fans didn't clown him for coming forward. So we shouldn't clown men for coming forward.
Damn, Teddy.
It's not their job to take abuse from a woman. That's not okay.
And Teddy just brought up Jada. It's been destroying
Jada mentally dissing Will.
Yeah.
Yo,
he's enabling her. He's enabling her.
Thing. I feel like Jada and Will are completely different from Johnny and Amber. And this is my situation on how. Because at the end of the day, Will, for as long as Will and Jada have been together, Will had to know a lot of her faults. Will had to know a lot of the red flags. And Will had to sit there and look past through a lot of it. Because at the end of the day, regardless of a polyamorous relationship or not, there's no reason why you got into an entanglement with somebody in my house and wasn't able to control that situation. Just like there's no reason why I'm sitting here and trying to laugh off the fact that this man decided to publicly diss you and you made me feel like an asshole, so I had to make myself look like one.
So he said, who's worse, Amber or Jada? So this is what I'm gonna say.
Amber.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna say Amber. The reason why I say Amber is because she was multiple. She was mentally and physically abusive to him, right?
And emotionally.
Yeah. Now that's why I say he's worse. Now Jada, the reason why Jada is so effective with Will, he is his own freaking problem. He's his worst enemy because he has this idea. Me and him get this. I know what Will's feeling. He has this idea of what he's supposed to be with his wife, right? He needs to be this perfect family. He said it multiple times. He wants to make her happy because he has this vision where the family's all happy. He wants everybody to be happy. He wants everybody to be successful. And the only way that's going to happen is if his big picture turns out. So he enables her because she knows that in his mind, in order for him to be happy, because it's all a lie, because he's not happy. But that's what he thinks is gonna make him happy. I'm gonna
cut you off right there. How long ago did he say what you just said? That his family needs to be happy and he wants everybody to be a part of this.
But he said he was being selfish.
How long ago did
what
he
was
say
that?
This?
What was that 3-4 years ago?
How long have Will and Jada been together?
No, this was years ago.
But I'm saying he was speaking about his past. He said when they were having issues, he had to realize that he was thinking selfishly. He thought that his success as an actor, his success as being a married man and having a family was enough for his family.
Yeah, but then he also
said, that doesn't mean that they were happy.
No, but that's what he also said, that they had to take that break.
They had
divorce wasn't an option, but they separated.
And that's the problem.
But this is why I'm saying what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying. That's why I'm saying he's enabling her because she's manipulating him because she's saying, I know the only way you're gonna be happy. Where
it looks like he's enabling her, and that's what I'm trying to say.
Nah, because if he look, Teddy said it too. Will's enabling that BS because if he really wanted to take the power,
somebody that you've been used to,
because it doesn't matter.
Somebody that you want to make happy,
because you can still be an enabler.
Exactly. Yeah. Yes, you can still be an enabler. You're allowing
the person
to control the situation
and to keep doing what they want to do.
And when you try to take control of the situation and they decide to do whatever they do to put you back in your place, what are you supposed to do after that?
No, you leave. All he has to do is leave. All he has to do is say, it is that easy to leave.
Why is it that easy?
It is that easy, but that's not what he wants. That's the problem. He's going by what he wants, but he doesn't realize by the idea.
Because
the idea that
somebody getting physically abused and mentally and emotionally abused compared to somebody getting fully emotionally and mentally abused are two different type of people.
The only reason why you see it as worse is because they have kids and they have a family.
That's not why I see it as worse at all. I'm not even talking about the kids.
No, but I'm saying that's the only reason why it's worse.
That's not the reason why I see it as worse, because at the end of the day, take Willow and Jaden out of the situation.
Because they're
and if it was just exactly, they're
but
to
it's
the point
all about a family.
They're to
a family's
the point
still a family.
It doesn't matter. Both of them are grown and successful to the point where he can leave Jada now and he's still with her. Why?
Because Johnny left Amber. They've got a divorce.
Exactly.
He doesn't want to deal with
Johnny
her.
left Amber. Their two kids are already technically three because Will had a son before Jada. Their three kids are old enough and successful enough to be on their own. All three of them do their own thing. The oldest one doesn't even want to be in the spotlight as much as the youngest. So at the end of the day, why do you still think that man is still with that woman and she does all the stuff that he does to her?
And correction, Johnny didn't leave Amber. Amber's the one that filed divorce.
Okay, so he left. So she left, right?
She's the one that filed divorce, and then she's
the one that planned. I think this is why I say Amber
his money. Worse. Amber was using.
I think she planned it for the whole 18 months.
Yeah, no, that woman was using Johnny for his money. That's point blank. Like if people can't see that, she wanted to use his name to get her where she's at.
And then
leave. That's
why she abused him.
Yeah, that's a narcissist. That's why
she didn't give a
fuck. Why she probably got that movie that she sucked on. You know, the only reason why she was in Aquaman was because of her looks. You know, like
his name.
Yeah, Teddy said Will got battered man syndrome. He's conditioned himself to feel like that's what he deserves. What he's going through. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. He's enabling.
But that's what I'm saying.
He's enabling her.
He's enabling her, but in his in his defense. He's enabling her, but he's already gotten to the point where she's made him used to doing what he does.
No, of course, that's what people do. That's manipulation. But in order
still blame him for enabling her?
Because he's a grown-ass man. He has grown-ass kids. He has no reason to stay with her other than his selfish idea that the only way he's going to be successful in his life is to have a successful marriage.
Family. Yes.
Exactly. So it's a double-edged sword for him. If he leaves her, he failed in his head. And if he stays with her, he's gonna have to deal with the abuse.
Who's to say this entire time she hasn't conditioned him to think that?
He probably just loves the shit out of her. Don't want to leave her.
When did he say that? Because when Will first came out, Will didn't give a fuck about anything. Will was about his music, about his business, was about his career.
When he spoke on it, he looked miserable. Uncomfortable
because at the end of the day he said what he had to say.
Yes, because he looked like somebody that was forced in a situation to have to open up and talk about something he was already uncomfortable
he looked like somebody who's rehearsed to say what he was supposed to say in order to make her not look as bad as she was.
But that's enabling her. You know why? Because when they recorded that shit,
she's still having her way.
She's having her way. He could have hijacked the fuck out of that red table and be like, okay, so now we're really gonna talk. So I'm gonna put my piece out. And he didn't.
But why is he gonna do that? To avoid the conflict of having her say and do whatever she was gonna do on that camera if he would have fought back on her, compared to just having the conversation and just leaving it as is?
Because he allowed it. He allowed it. He didn't have to show up there. That's my whole point. Yeah, he allowed it. He didn't have to sit at the red table talk. He didn't have to politically correctly go by what she said. That's what he
just like
at the end of the day, at the moment in time, his emotional state, his mental state told him this is what he's supposed to be doing because it's what he's used to.
Yeah, bro, but I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but it's all about accountability. He's a grown ass man. At the end of the day,
how many grown ass people sit here in emotional and abusive relationships now?
Exactly, and you still have to have. You still have to take accountability for your actions. You are in the situation you are in because you choose to be in that situation. Whether you feel like you have a choice or not, that is on you if you choose to leave it or not.
When that person makes you feel like you don't have a choice, what are you supposed to do?
It doesn't matter. Then you try to seek help.
And that's where you seek help, right? Because that's if you know that you're going through the abuse.
He has all the everybody's pointing it out. They're in the social media.
Nobody is as strong as the two of you. Nobody is as strong as who you guys are talking about. So why is everybody supposed to sit there and take the same type of accountability for somebody that they're not mentally as strong as?
What are you talking about?
She's trying to say that like how he,
because he has help. He's rich. He can go and get help. He has people that are in his ear. He has people in his ear. He got fucking Denzel Washington talked to him at the fucking Oscars after he pulled the shit that he did. He has people in his ear. But like you love to say, you can't bring a fucking horse to water and force him to drink, right?
Exactly.
So if he doesn't want to get out of his situation, that's on him. That is why I say he is enabling her. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, but I get I get what you're saying. I get what you say. The enabling
a person can make you feel.
Listen, it is what it is.
A person can make you feel like you have no choice. At this point, a person can make you feel like you have no choice, but that doesn't mean you don't. That is up to you to see it.
Yeah, no, but that's the thing. Like even this situation that happened with Chris Rock, like obviously, like she came about and she mentioned a little something about it, but he didn't come on the show. He hasn't done the show and spoke about like, okay, me slapping. So he's having the choice to come out or not to come out or not to, like obviously the whole August, the whole entanglement thing, he came out.
Why is she gonna bring him? But why is she gonna bring him on the show to speak his piece? Because the first thing he's gonna do is blame her for the reason why he got up and did what he did.
That's what I'm saying.
It's gonna make her feel bad. It's gonna make her look bad. So she's not about to sit there and bring him on the show to make her look bad.
Yeah, that's I get it, and I get
another form of manipulation because you were so quick to bring that man on the red table talk to talk about the fact that the two of you have had whatever type of relationship y'all had, that you were able to do what you did, and it just went further than what y'all thought about. But what he did on that stage, you didn't agree with. That wasn't even brought up. So instead of you sitting here, sitting here and bringing him on that table to explain why and how he did what he did, you're gonna talk about how you feel about what he did and leave it at that, because that's you taking control of the situation on your own narrative.
No,
that's her controlling her own narrative.
If she wanted to control her own narrative, she would have spoke about it on the Red Table Talk from her perspective. She didn't do that. Why? Because that is his mess to clean up. That is the mess he made. That's why she fell back from it. That has nothing to do with her. It's him. That's a decision he made. She did not tell him to do
I know.
it.
I get you. I get you. But at the end of the day, you claiming this man as your husband. And it was because of the issue that was brought up because of her bald or her condition, you know what I mean? Her bald head. So at the end of the day, she, as a married couple, and if you're a celebrity couple, and if you're actually been together you're going to stick up for your man. You're going to say whatever you got to say for your man.
But
at the end of the day, no. At the end of the day,
that's a healthy relationship.
Exactly.
We're talking about a relationship that's not healthy. She's only looking out for herself.
Exactly. And that's why T is saying she's manipulating the whole relationship. But I also see what you're saying, but she didn't.
She didn't.
But she didn't because she didn't want to look back. She didn't want to bring it up.
Who's gonna talk about that?
She's not gonna bring up the situation of like, oh, he did it to protect me, or he did it because Jada seems like this person from the beginning, from the very beginning. Like, listen, I watched Jada growing. I watched Jada growing up. Like from the beginning, she always had this hard shell. She was brought up a certain way, and she needs to keep that image.
But that's my whole point. She's a narcissist. It doesn't affect her, so she doesn't give a fuck to speak about it.
Yeah.
That was my whole point of saying that. So she's not going to talk about it. She could have talked about it because it was talking about her.
But she didn't.
But she didn't because it wasn't an issue to her. She said, that's his mess to clean up. That is not my mess. I don't give a fuck about what he did.
Yeah.
That's narcissistic behavior.
And obviously and we all know that their relationship was toxic for
already.
Years. I mean, for years. You know what I mean? If people don't think
she didn't care to manipulate that situation because it was his fuck up.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you made yourself look stupid. Are you happy? I'm not even going to talk about it. I'm not even going to recognize it. If she was that manipulative, she could have controlled the narrative and be like, oh,
she did
so he
loves
narrative. He loves me so
much.
Let's talk.
Yeah, Ellie,
let's
she
talk
controlled it. But Ellie,
she didn't talk about it.
But that's how she's controlling it.
That's her controlling.
She controlled her narrative, and he let her. His narrative is now her narrative because he ain't gonna boss up. He should have. He could have. He's done it before. Not. He spoke on his own platform. He didn't even fucking need to speak.
Spoke on his own platform about what?
He's gone live. He's done on other stuff.
Yes,
but that's what I'm saying. When it comes to her, so he has that way. He has that way.
Yeah, but now you gotta understand. But you gotta understand. You gotta understand what that action did mentally to this man, right? Yeah. You gotta understand that because of his actions,
he stood up for her, and she didn't even stand up for him standing up for her.
But not even standing up is the fact. Now, I don't even think it's the fact that he stood up for her. It's the fact that he got everything he worked his ass for ripped apart because of that action. Yeah. And now he's staying quiet. Now he's keeping away from everything. Yeah, he can go live. He can go, but you got to understand how he's probably fighting himself. Like, oh, damn, I fucked up my shit. I fucked up my whole world because I did this. Mm-hmm. Do you get what I'm saying? So why is somebody gonna go live? Why is somebody right now he's probably dwelling on whatever he needs to dwell on, you know what I mean? And figure out like what the fuck he just did, how he lost all his stuff. You know what I mean? Like that's his livelihood. That's he got bills to pay. Yes, they're fucking famous, and yes, they're celebrities, but you still got fucking bills to pay.
Which is why her speaking up would have been more manipulative, and she didn't.
It's manipulative, whatever or however way you see it. And he enables her, but he's also just weak. He's weak. He's to the point where it's like, okay, and like you said, because he has this picture perfect, as he spoke about, of him wanting to have this whole, picture perfect family, he's gonna take whatever he needs to take because divorce is not an option. He has said it.
He said he fucked up his money to defend her honor in his eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's crazy. I think that's crazy.
Dumb shit after she made you look stupid so many times and she didn't appreciate him. Yep.
Yeah. But I don't know. Listen, I think like people, I mean, everybody got issues, right? Everybody got toxic traits. Everybody got a lot of negative things. But if he's choosing to stay with her, then at the end of the day, it is his own doing. It is his own doing. Just like Johnny Depp, like granted, she filed for divorce. She tried to ruin his reputation, and she did. But how did he come back? He fought her back.
He sued her, yeah.
You know what I mean? He fought back to be like, no, I'm gonna get my name. And I honestly don't even think he cared about the money because that man got money.
He cared about his reputation.
It was more about his name. And I understand that because like for me, it's like if people are gonna talk shit about me, say it to my face and let's see how real things are, because my name is everything to me. I signed something, that's my name on that. You know what I mean? And I don't know with Will, like I said, like Will, I do agree with Ellie where yeah, okay, he's enabling her, but at the end of the day, it's more, not even with enabling, it's the fact that he's still sticking, you know what I mean? Like it's his own fault for sticking around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's him because that's what he needs in order for him to be happy in a fucked up mental way.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And it's crazy that you can have all the money in the world and you can still be so unhappy.
You seeing it.
Yeah, man.
Money don't give you happiness. I mean, it'll make me happy right now if I have money.
Man, What time is it? It's 10:54. Man, we've been back. We got some deep conversations.
Yeah, no.
Some yelling, some screaming.
Good to be back.
Good to be back.
Oh yeah.
Good to be back. That was a big deep breath, Ellie.
I had a long day.
She hungry?
I'm starving. I'm hungry.
I had to be at work at 7 tomorrow, so I'll be tired.
Nah, it was good to be back though, people. I don't know what else we got to say. I mean, like,
any closing thoughts? Anything?
Any closing thoughts?
Yo,
Fight back.
It's giving me fucking 90 nostalgia vibes.
What's that? Nostalgia vibes?
She said, "What's that?"
Like the cargo shorts.
She had the hat on. She
the
had
plaid shirt and the fucking shark tooth type
the shark
fucking necklace.
The what do you
it's
call
like
it?
Totally rad, dude.
She's a dude. I'm a dude.
She gonna beat my ass after this.
Nope, I'm gonna just ignore you. It hurts you. I'm playing.
No.
Try me, please. Try me.
Imagine.
I've been in a lot of silence lately.
Yeah.
So
well,
I
listen.
gotta get the brunt. You know what?
Yeah, you're the closest thing to her right now.
I gotta take everything. Thank you.
Nah, man. We did take a break. There was a lot going on for all of us.
We're gonna try to be consistent, guys.
Yeah.
We appreciate you guys. We're doing some things. We're getting some things in order. But support is a big thing for us. We really need your support. Yeah. We need more followers. We need to get our shit together on our ends, but we need people to tune in and let us know if you feel that we need to work on a few things.
Let us know.
Yeah.
If you have any ideas.
You already heard us. We like realness, and we love
Keep
the realness.
It real
like
with us.
Teddy,
your show
John,
fucking sucks. All right, how do we make it better?
Yeah, how do we make it better?
I'm about to say, first of all, shout outs to Teddy, because if he don't like a show, he's in my inbox. Y'all could have did better this episode. Y'all could have. And not for nothing,
Teddy's the number
Teddy
one
knows.
fan.
Tell me if I'm lying or not. Every week that you say something to me, I come back the next week and I try something different with everybody without even saying anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like every time, because he'll jump. Yo, sis, I don't know what y'all did this week, but you try this. Like we have conversations.
You know what? And John actually has done the same thing with me and you know, Daniel was another one. I don't know if he was on today.
He was
came on for a little bit.
Yeah. I know Daniel had some stuff to say. It's good to hear from everyone.
I have a couple of supporters. I'm not naming names or whatever, but they do text me and like let me know, hey, this is what's going on. That's what's going on. Like, you guys should try this. You guys should do, like, everybody. And we love all the feedback. We love all the criticism. We love all the little bits and pieces.
You know what I love though? I love the fact that people did hit us up when we weren't on.
Yeah, a lot of people hit us up. Like, yo, where's Girls Gone Wild? Where y'all at?
And we
what happened with the podcast?
Listen,
he said I'm still here. Daniel's still here.
Oh, DNA.
Danny boy.
We back. We better than ever. We gonna try a couple new things this time around.
Yeah.
Yes, we love you guys. Thanks for
P.O. Box is still hopefully working on.
We're working on a few things.
When I finally figure out how to maneuver that, we'll have one.
We'll have one.
It's so. We're gonna talk about it afterwards. But yeah.
Micheline said, "Love you, T." Yeah,
Missy, I love you too. Yo, not for nothing. Me and this girl go just as far as me and my best friend go.
Wow.
Like, we all went to junior high school together.
Nice.
Well, listen, guys, we appreciate you guys for tuning in. We hope to see you next week.
Thank you all.
Girls Gone Wine every Wednesday, 8ish to 10ish something. We were late today because we had a few logistical errors, but we are here and we are back. We are doing our best. Tune in on Reflex Radio, YouTube. Follow us on social media.
We got to get going soon. We got to feed Ellie.
First of all, shout out to Pride Month.
Oh yes, Pride
2020.
Pride Month. Oh, talking about Pride Month, before I forget, here in the front, I don't know if you have to see it, but actually it's a woman-owned business, and it's also LGBT, you know, QRS TV. Don't kill me, people. There's just a lot of letters. So this is actually these are CBD gummies from Recovery Relief. These were donated. Go and check them out. Again, Recovery Relief.
CBD gummies.
CBD, and they got oils and creams too.
I'm about to try one after this. I'll let you know how it is next week.
Yes. But thank you guys for tuning in.
See y'all
next week.
Love
you.
Bye.
We'll
see you in like 5 seconds.
Yep.